So welcome to part 2 of the RD350 YPVS mystery. In the last video I discovered that these two studs had sheared off. This bolt was missing, this bolt was finger tight, so there was next to nothing holding the barrel on. And I appear to have got very lucky and not suffered any damage. So I'm hoping that these will just unscrew when I get the mole grips in a minute. I don't see why they shouldn't. Yeah, you have to separate the power valve, the little collet piece that screws between them, that holds those together, so I have to take that off, pull the carburetor out, remove the tube that shares where the inlet balancer pressure tube, whatever it's called. Is that meant to be loose? Hope so. Yeah, and then just lift the barrel off, and that's it. So everything seems to be all right. The piston looks in good condition. So I've just got to try and get these studs out. I think I'll stuff a rag down here to make sure so nothing untoward falls down there. Take these out. The new studs have arrived. The OEM nuts are not. They don't have these serrations on the bottom of them, but I can't see that that's much to do with it. The gasket was totally destroyed, with a big piece missing from here, which I guess is understandable since it had blown that out. And this piece of the gasket is, well, is that gasket even? It's some sort of, I don't know, it's melted anyway. It's some sort of plasticky stuff that's melted. But yeah, new base gasket. And then before I put this barrel back on, while these ones are easy to get at, I'm going to torque these down properly. This one, I think it was this one, was not particularly tight. So yeah, I shall torque these ones down first, and then hopefully I'll be able to get the other ones. I have ordered a Motion Pro torque adapter thing that allows you to get under the barrel to tighten these up with a torque wrench. So yeah, I'm going to clean this up, put a rag down, clean this up, get these studs out. I'll get the studs out first, and we'll see how it goes. So, as I said before, this engine has been rebuilt, and all of these these were machined flat. So I'm hoping that these will come out without too much trouble, says he. Can you see what I'm doing? Yeah, you can. Just not so easy. Okay, let's try the other one. See if I get lucky with that one. Nope. Okay. So it's going to have to be a nut on top of a nut then. Get some nuts for it and I'll be back. Awkward to get on because of where the way the bolt's sheared, and of course I had the mole grips on this thread. There we go. so please, 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 please come undone, please. Oh man. Oh, thank goodness. How tight do those have to go in? Loctite? Are they Loctited in? I honestly didn't think that was going to go. So, I don't know. It definitely looks like a fatigue fracture of some sort. Oh, come on. Oh, yep, is that it? Oh, yeah. My lucky day. Okay, so the other studs, there's a stud in there, stud in there. All I've got to do now is clean this up, which shouldn't be too hard. Okay, I do need to wait for my Motion Pro tool probably to get on these, but I can talk, at least try talking down a couple of them. According to the manual, 18 foot-pounds. So this one's a long way off. Let's see if I can get on this one with a... maybe with the universal thing. Also not 18 foot-pounds. I don't understand this. Right, I'll go on the other side. Also not 18 foot-pounds. God, 18 foot-pounds is tight. Maybe that was the problem all along. Maybe I just didn't do them tight enough. I think what I'm going to do is there's that strange thin plastic piece sticking out on that other side there, but what I'm going to do is order another gasket. I'm not going to do it now, but I'm going to order another gasket so I can replace that other side one as well, because having now found how tight that needs to be, I suspect that that was at least a contributing factor, maybe not the complete reason, but a contributing factor was that when I discovered that they were loose in the first place, that I just didn't tighten them up enough. I thought I knew better. Okay, get the gasket. So I decided to go OEM on the gaskets. I was, what is it, like 50 quid for a head gasket? That seems a lot of money. Anyway, any right way, wrong way, that is the right way. Oh, don't tell me they don't fit. Oh. This way. Just put a bit of this on it, a bit of whatever this is, this one. Put some on the inside of the bore too. Oh, I just check the ring position first. So there's that one's in the right place. Yeah, they can't move. To be continued fairly shortly when I get my Motion Pro spanner, which will be tomorrow. It was the next day, and I've got this tool from Motion Pro that's specifically for tightening up the inaccessible nuts. So I'm going to try and get this one on here and see if I can tighten it up. A little bit awkward. It's also windy today, so hopefully the sound will be not too terrible. But yeah, I managed to get the right hand one done when this barrel wasn't on, so it's just this left hand one. And of course you can turn it just a fraction each time, but that's it on. Now I need to keep this the torque wrench at 90 degrees so that it doesn't affect the reading. Check it's on the same place as it was before last night. It's at 18 foot-pounds still. Oh, come on. That's got to be tight enough, surely. How you hold the torque wrench seems to affect the value, but anyway, those are pretty tight, and these are different size. This one last. Okay, those are pretty damn tight. I can start to put some other things back now. I think I can I put the carburetor on? Why not? Head is next. Well, I did record a fair bit of me putting it back together, but at some point the camera stopped filming, the battery went flat. But yeah, standard stuff. Just tighten the head bolts around in sequence. Put the coolant pipes back on, fill it back up with coolant. That dripping earlier on, I'm pretty sure was just from where I'd filled the coolant up. But I'm going to let it cool down again, check the head bolts again, tighten them up, and then yeah, I think I'm going to call that ready for the next one. So again, very lucky. Pretty sure now that basically I didn't do them up tight enough. Well, when the engine was put back together, they weren't done up tight enough, and then when I went round, found the leak, checked them, didn't do them anything like tight enough, I think. And the genuine bolts are nuts are 12 millimeters, and the other ones are 13 or 14, so they're the wrong ones. So I'm going to replace those. And also they're as they've got those ridges on, they're really hard to do up tight. Yeah, that's not good, having those ridged nuts on there. So anyway, I think it's going all right. We shall see at the weekend. Just one last thing, it really was leaking water, and I'd forgotten to tighten up the other one of these on the back of on the other side of this coolant pipe here. The ones at the front are okay. That one was loose. So yeah, hopefully that's it. And once again, thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hope it doesn't happen to you. And yeah, see you on the next one.